All right, here we are at the Soundtoys booth at AES again, and we have pulled in yet another awesome person from the constant parade of amazing people. But this is the guy who's leading the pack of constant amazing people. I'm going to allow him. I'm going to allow. I'm going to let him introduce himself.
That's a ridiculous statement.
Introduce yourself.
I'm Ryan Hewitt. I'm an engineer, mixer, and producer, and I live in Nashville now after 16 years in LA.
That's a big change.
Avid Soundtoys user.
That's also a good thing. So
It's more like an addiction, actually.
So you've done a lot of stuff. Give us a few of your favorite. Here are a few of your favorite. I'm not saying
a few of my favorite records: Red Hot Chili Peppers, Stadium Arcadium, the Lumineers' new record, the Avett Brothers records.
You've done Avett Brothers, like
like 3 live records and 3 studio records with them.
Cool.
Angus and Julia Stone, Flogging Molly. What else did I do?
The band.
It's the band.
The Black
Flogging
Lilies.
Molly. The Black Lilies.
Black
Yes,
Lilies.
the Black Lilies from Knoxville, Tennessee.
That's my hometown.
Yes.
And so awesome. So that's some cool stuff. And what recently? Are you working on something right now, or just finished, or?
Just finished some Third Eye Blind records and a country band called The Railers. It's like kind of a pop country bluegrass outfit.
Appropriate for Nashville.
Appropriate. They'll be coming out in a few weeks, months, whatever things do these days. Kind of cool. Should be a hit song, I hope.
Totally hit song, of course. You mixed it, right?
Yeah, I recorded and mixed it, yes.
Yeah, awesome. It's absolute guaranteed hit then, right?
I don't know about that, but your lips to God's ears.
We do try.
We try.
We do everything
Try
we
every
can.
day.
So what made you decide to be this music industry icon?
Well, nothing made. I don't know about that. That's not. It's not what I am. But I've been fortunate to have never worked outside of music. My father's a recording engineer and did. He's retired now, pretty much. But all live recording. He did a mobile studio since 1969, 1970, and did lots of live albums and broadcast sound for lots of shows and records and such when they had live albums. And so I worked for him when I was a kid and just decided this is what I'm going to do, but not on the road and stay in the studio and be really white. And just try to make the best records I could, and came up under a lot of great mentors like Michael Brower and Jim Scott and Elliot Shiner, some people I worked for. And just sort of wanted to do what they did and try to emulate those guys. And I was sitting next to Elliot Shiner this morning, and I was looking at him and I realized, like, you were 42 when I met you when I was 14, and here I am 42 sitting in a chair talking to people about what I'm doing.
I'm not 14.
Kind of exciting. No, you're definitely. Yeah, I won't make a joke about that, but we'll let that go.
Oh man. Well, that's cool. So you had history before you made history.
I don't know if I've made history yet, but I certainly have a lot of fun doing what we do. So
well, everybody's made some kind of history, so we'll at least leave it at that.
Well, you can talk to Dan Scheich about that.
So obviously, we brought you over here to stick you under this giant logo because you're looking at the beer. All right, let's do that.
I need a beer, please.
Can we get Ryan a beer? What kind of beer you want? Corona?
Corona would be great.
Corona. Can we get a Corona for Ryan over here? That would be awesome.
See, this is what being in a chair up here
See,
gets you.
this is
free
what
beer.
being super duper famous is all about. You just go
Free beer
like that, and it happens because he's the man. Cheers. So we put you under this logo for a reason, I think.
Because your stuff is good and I like it. I use it every day.
Awesome. Every day.
Except when I don't go to the studio, then I don't get to use it.
Right, but you wish you were using it.
I could use it on my dog. It'd be great.
We'll work on that.
Yeah.
That's a totally different interface.
Yeah, probably, but we can work on something, right?
Yeah. So take a sip, and then I'll stretch this question out. So what are a few of your favorite Soundtoys plugins that you utilize, and where do you utilize them?
Well, that's going to be a long answer. Well, the Decapitator is my absolute favorite.
It seems to be a running theme.
I know, because there's nothing. I mean, I have this whole pull down of like distortion, harmonic distortion type things, and the Decapitator's near the top, so that's where I gravitate towards, and it's just great. It does, between those 5 different sort of tone switches you can push, it does pretty much everything. And if it doesn't do it, I probably don't need to do it.
Nice.
There is one other distortion plugin that does something that Decapitator doesn't, but I use that like 1 times out of 100, and the Decapitator is 99 times out of 100 when I want something, nasty and harmonically delicious.
We'll have to fix that. I'll talk to Ken.
We'll fix that. I'll break those. I'll break their software, put some malware in it.
Decapitator 2 has the 100%er.
Yeah, exactly. No, but it's cool because it's got the blend control, it's got the drive, it's got the whatever that. What's the button on the top left?
Punish button.
Yeah, and yeah, that's what Mitch does when you take him to a bar. He punishes you with
punish
drinks.
myself now.
But yeah, it just adds goodness to things you put it on and makes them loud and delicious. The other one I use every day is the Echo Boy, because again, you can do so many different things with it. Make it clean and nice and pretty, or you can make it dirty and disgusting and gnarly. You can make it jump out in a track. You can make it sit into a track. You can help things become unique. You can help things blend in. So it's there's just all sorts of things you can do with it. It's why I love it.
You should call it Chameleon Boy. I think that's trademarked, though.
Shit.
So you told me something when I was at your studio at one point that I thought was really interesting. You utilize Decapitator in a slightly unique way because of those 3 little simple controls in the middle. I
use it like an EQ. Because you can use the tone control in the middle is like a tilt with more top or more bottom, less top, less bottom. The filters are great, especially when something's like way too bright or way too thumpy. And the thump, is it the thump button?
Yeah, the thump switch.
I'm just a visual guy. I have no idea what the fuck I'm talking about. But the little thump switch over there makes the little resonant curve or the resonant peak on the low cut filter, and that's really useful for like toms and stuff like that to sort of make a bump on the bottom, and then you don't have to use an EQ so much. So
right. And that cuts down on time and decisions, right? Yes.
Yeah, it just makes things quick, and I know exactly what each of the models sounds like, so I can just literally instance the plugin and know which one I need to go to without too much messing around at this point.
Awesome. Well, I knew about those 2 plugins. I was familiar that you were happy with those, so I'm going to stretch into new territory and go, what else in our lineup do you like?
Well, you gave me the new thing, and then I was a jerk and didn't use it because I was doing recalls for the last week and didn't, play with it.
Oh, well.
The Devil Lock Deluxe is ridiculous. That thing is really fun, and you can smash stuff up. And I'm sort of ham-fisted with a lot of stuff, and when you crank that thing up and just crush it, it's great. But when you don't use the squash function, like
right.
the compressing situation, it's just great for saturation and distortion, and in a different way than the Decapitator.
Right. So we tried to make sure that in each of those that they had the drive character of the particular piece of hardware, whatever it was, that being the Devil Lock.
It's disgusting in a very different way from the Decapitator. It's really it's just really angry sounding.
Oh yeah, and
it's great.
It is called Audio Level Destroyer. Yeah, so yeah.
It's very appropriate for that.
Cool. Let's see if I can do this same question. I've done this with a couple of people. So is there a moment in a song that you can think of where Soundtoys really made the difference? It made like that fixed the vocal, that saved
like every moment I use it. It fixes shit. It makes shit really good.
Mic drop.
I think I called you or I texted you one time. I did a session that was so just like weak sounding. Every track in this session, it was like a 200 track session, and every track sounded like nothing. It was supposed to be a kick drum, but it really wasn't. It was just this, I can't do something here, hold this.
I'm going to hold it.
It sounded like this was the kick drum sound, and this was the kick drum sound, and I wanted it to be like,
yeah,
and with a subwoofer. If we had a subwoofer, it would have been great. So it didn't really work.
I got the point.
You got the point. So yeah. What was I talking about?
You added, they were all weak.
I got distracted. Sorry, easily distracted by beer. So all these tracks, all 200 of them, just had absolutely no tone to them. So basically, I think I had like 60 instances of Decapitator on the session, and that includes like putting some stuff through a bus that had already been decapitated with another Decapitator to get it to like have some kind of tone. Like the tracks were, they were like this high, little tiny, noisy 16-bit 44.1 tracks for a very prominent artist, I might add.
We won't say
just
that.
really, really poorly recorded, poorly performed, poorly edited, and I had to turn this into something because they were paying me money to do so. So I put a lot of Decapitators on it, and the client flipped out. Like they couldn't believe how good this thing sounded. I spent 3 days mixing that song before I sent them a reference mix.
Did it go gold? Please tell me it went gold.
I don't know if it went gold, but it became a single, and it did very well.
Awesome.
So I can't complain about that. It was cool.
No, when you say it's nothing and it becomes, it charts. That's something. That's really awesome. Well,
it was tremendous. I had a lot of at the end. Once I figured out what I needed to do with this pile of crappy tracks, it was really, really fun.
Awesome. Well, that's exactly what I was looking for. That moment. Soundtoys saved the day and yet didn't get a check. Oh,
it did. It made me that extra $1.
Oh, we got you the check. Yeah, that's what we're really shooting for. We want to make you money, so you'll tell everybody
They're
about
money
us.
plugins. What can I say?
Money plugins. Man, we get the catchphrases popping out all through these.
Bag of crappy tracks.
Bag of crappy tracks and just put on the money plugins.
Exactly. Well, you should make one called the money plugin.
The money. Just the money.
And then like the CD slot in your computer spits like, dollar bills out. That'd be a cool trick.
Okay. Well, that was exactly what I was looking for. The magic moment where Soundtoys saves the day. So I'm going to let you get back to your beer and enjoy it. You want a more challenging question? Oh. Which track do you remember using Tremolator on?
I used it on a vocal recently.
Really?
And it did something really cool, and then the same thing, like an unexpected sound, with a little hairy distortion, and it was like made the hook of the song like really, really cool and memorable.
Ladies and
I don't
gentlemen,
remember what song that was.
the unstumpable Ryan. He's a library of Soundtoys. Well,
I used them all.
Awesome. Well, I'm gonna let you go back to your beer because we've entertained everyone to the capacity at this point, and I thank you for being here. I would shake your hand, but you have a beer. I'll do it later. I'll do it this. Thank you so much again, always, and out.